How you bounce back from last week? That was the most frustrated I've seen you out there.
Yeah, I mean, basically just drop it, learn from it, just keep going. I mean, we got another week. We're blessed enough to be able to play another week, so I'm just keep going, come out here, have fun with my teammates. Just drop in, keep learn from it.
You got to feel good about Jeff Levy says we're coming right back to you. I mean, that's your coach, man, saying, hey, no, we're coming back to Marvin as soon as we can in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was good to hear that. It was definitely needed. But it was nice, for him to have that type of trust in me, for my teammates too, just like on the sidelines, talking to me and stuff like that. So it was good.
Is it one of those things that just from the start it seemed like everything was off a little bit?
Yeah, it's just, personally, I never had a game like that, and it got to me a little bit mentally. But at the end of the day, I got to learn from it. I wish I would have bounced back better than I did, but just like I said, you got to learn from it, keep going.
Is it easier to bounce back from a performance like that, knowing you guys still got the victory?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we lose that game, I play like that. I mean, it's a whole lot worse than it is. At the end of the day, we still got to win. It's a big thing to celebrate.
Marvin, what do you remember from the way that this game last year finished, and having to bring back 11 players onto the field for the last play, and the kicking the field goal when you were down 10? Yeah,
I remember that. I thought it was kind of cool how they rushed the field. I personally didn't know there was still a second left. So I just thought it was the end of the game, and then, Coach was pretty pissed off about it, stuff like that, told us how to go to the locker room. So, just like the emotion of that, I'm pretty sure that was our first loss of the season. At the end of the day, we didn't play our best game. They got the best of us that day, but, it's a new year, new battle, new fight, a whole new team, so ready to go back at it.
What was it like being in the locker room and saying, we need 11 of y'all to come back out here?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just got defense people, because we were kind of separated a little bit, so I didn't hear much of that, but I definitely felt the emotion of the locker room.
What has been clicking for you guys offensively here over the last few weeks?
Yeah, definitely the run game. I would say the perimeter blocking and stuff like that. The run game's been hitting. Eric Gray, Dylan, Devontae Barnes, Marcus Major came back last game. I mean, it's been looking real good. The past game's been looking good too. Every now and then we get little bumps in the road, but at the end of the day, we're still battling. Braden Willis is always going to be someone that's going to be consistent. We can count on every day in and day out.
You guys had a great day blocking though. I mean, that's kind of you maybe didn't have your best receiving day, but you guys were getting after that.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something we pride ourselves in, is just blocking, getting after it on the perimeter. Just try to get the better of everybody. We know that Eric's going to break some tackles and get loose. So we try to, hold everyone as long as we can.
Baylor, one of the more physical teams in the Big 12.
Yeah, I mean, from when I played them, they're definitely a real physical team. Just remember that game last year, especially my game freshman year. It's just a real physical team. New guys on their side of the ball too. So it should be a real interesting battle. That's a big thing about them. They're going to be physical. We already know that. They've already staged it.
What's Levy like in the locker room, huddles, whatever, when you guys can't you're getting 3 instead of 7? What's his message to the offense?
Yeah, I mean, we have a team goal of scoring, in the red zone, touchdowns. We don't really want field goals. So, but the thing about Coach Levy, he's consistent. How he teaches, how he talks to people, how he responds to people. He always say it starts with him, play calling and stuff like that. But he'll definitely go through plays with us and show how we did and execute and how it was there if we did. But Levy's the same every way. Whether we're up by 50, scoring 60 points, or we have 0 points going to half. I think we had 7 points against Michigan State going in the half. So he's the same way throughout.
What did Brent tell you? I know after that third down drop, you were just upset. What did Brent tell you when you came to the sideline?
Yeah, he just told me stay with it. We got belief in you. We're going to trust you. Just stay with it. We're going to keep you out there. Just keep going. Lead this team. And so that was pretty nice. I needed that definitely, especially with Coach Venables. He's a defense coach, so we don't really hear that much of it on offense. So for him to come over there and tell me that was real important.
How much of an encouragement is it when, as you mentioned, had an off game, it was an off game, obviously wanting to bounce back, but is it anything of an encouragement when you see a guy like Jalil pop off and have maybe his best game of the year today?
Definitely. I mean, being here with Jalil, the growth. If I remember last summer when he got here, the growth is just it's mind-boggling how much he's grown. And just to see him do that on the stage when we need it as a team, it's a huge thing. It's great for him, great for us as a team. But I'm just happy for him, especially. I'm extremely happy for him. He deserves it. He's worked his butt off, this entire year. So.
What else stands out to you about Baylor's defense? You said they're physical. Anything else? Any other traits? They're usually experienced, a lot of seniors, that kind of thing.
Yeah, they're usually experienced. A lot of their guys from last year are gone, so they have some new guys that are rolling in. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be the same, defense. Head coach up there, defense guy, LSU. You don't know about that. So they're definitely going to be on the defensive side of the ball. They're going to be really good.
Not
you know,
go ahead.
we're a real physical team. I mean, they know what they're doing. You know, we already talked about their secondary, one of the best groups statistically that we have played this year. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, mine's got to get going. Last one, not that you studied Dave Aranda, but as a defensive head coach, as you mentioned, you feel like his fingerprints maybe are on the program, kind of like what Brent Venables is trying to do here?
Possibly. I mean, you know, this is his, definitely.
And stuff like that.
I mean, this is his third year, if I'm not wrong, being a head coach up there. So, you know, he's probably still, you know, getting some kinks out, you know, just still building things up there. But I mean, you know, you look at what they did last year, you know, Big 12 championship team. You know, you don't take that stuff for granted, especially when you look at our game when we went up there last year and how they played us. I mean, he's one heck of a coach. I got the utmost respect for him, and I'm excited to play against him. You know, knowing he's a defensive guy, seeing what he's done at LSU. So it's gonna be a fun game.
Thanks, Mark.
Eric, thanks for coming out, man.
Thank you, guys.